front cornering camera. From where you guys are sitting up here, if you look out the windshield, can you see that orange cone ahead of us?
No.
Not a chance, right? So this is a super helpful view if you're nosing into a parking spot that has a high curb or something, prevent you from smacking that front bumper. If you'll notice, it's also a really wide angle lens, and the purpose of that is to prevent you from having to stick your entire nose out into traffic to see cross traffic if you're pulling out of like an alleyway or something like that. So pretty handy there. This is our front wheel camera, so a real-time view of what both front tires are doing. Prevents you from curb rashing a wheel if you're swinging to a gas station or something like that.
Nice.
Oh, backup cam. This is a side angle camera, so you got me on the left, nothing on the right. You can zoom to the right and the left by using those dots just above your finger there. Yep. So if you've got a pillar on one side in a parking garage or something, you can kind of zoom in on that and know what's going on.
Nice.
Just to the right of that group of 4, we've got our cargo camera. So if you've got farm equipment, children, bowling balls, whatever you keep back there, you know what's going on in the bed of the truck. These cameras do deactivate above 10 miles an hour, just so that you're not staring at the screen while you pull off, right?
Gotcha.
You can take a peek at them in motion, but they'll disappear off screen after about 8 seconds.
Okay.
To the far right of the screen there, we've got a little off-road camera. So obstacles to the left and the right, the trail edge over here, for example. And in the bottom middle of the screen, those 2 blue half domes, those are actually inclinometers. So that's the pitch and the roll of the truck in real time. There's one more camera that's active right now that's not on that touch screen. Anybody know where it is? Correct. Yeah, the rear view camera. So this is nifty for low light situations. If you're being blinded by headlights behind you, it's actually easier to see cars behind at night with the camera instead of the mirror. Or if you've got somebody in that back middle seat, you can see straight past them.
Oh, if you got Victor.
So go ahead and shift into park, and we'll touch on tow mode really quickly. Below your right hand there's a little dial. And that top right button says tow haul. Go ahead and press the text there. Yep. So tow mode in a Tundra is just like sport mode in a Supra, right? It's going to change the shift points on the truck a little bit to give you some more power when you need it. It's going to turn off the auto start stop feature so that the truck stays charged up, particularly these hybrids. It also tucks away that front chin spoiler. They found it was more aerodynamic to have that spoiler tucked away if you have any kind of trailer hooked up. If you turn that dial to the right and the left, you'll see we've got a tow mode and a tow plus mode. This is mostly just a weight setting. So if you're towing more than 5,000 pounds, you want to be in tow plus. Less than 5,000 pounds, just be in normal tow mode. It changes the braking characteristics as well as the stability control system to account for some higher weight.
So tow plus above 5,000.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And if it's 4,900 pounds, it's kind of dealer's choice. You can go up or down.
Got it.
It's not a super hard and fast rule. On the left side of the screen, once our tech comes back, and this is just a normal settings menu that's always up on the screen. I'm not in any special menus here. I'm just over in this little gear icon. On the second bank of options, we've got a super cool program called the Trailer Light Check. This allows you to shift into park, jump out of the driver's seat, walk to the back of your truck and trailer, and make sure that your turn signals and your brake lights are functioning as they should be. So it's just going to cycle through your turn signals automatically and then flash your brake lights at you. So if you don't have a spotter with you, you don't have to go backing up towards the wall and see if you can see the reflection on the garage door. It's a simple program, but it's really nifty, right? I would use this every single weekend, honestly.
That's awesome.
We know our trailer's good to go, so we can cancel out of that at any time. Just above that is our trailer settings menu. So if you have a Ford or a Chevy, for example, but specifically for the Ford, they give you this pack of stickers from the dealership, and you have to attach these stickers to your trailer so that the cameras can sense how big your trailer is. You gotta take some measurements by hand and input a bunch of info into the dashboard yourself. Our system works on the cameras on the back of the truck. So all you gotta do for our system, if you have a new trailer, you hook it up, find a nice open parking lot, and select add a trailer. And the main screen will walk you through a step-by-step process on how to calibrate the cameras on the back of the truck. It'll say pull forward 40 feet, stop. It's gonna take an image of the front of your trailer, pull to the left and stop, pull to the right and stop. It's gonna image the sides of your trailer. Once the truck knows how big your trailer is, it's actually gonna recalibrate your blind spot monitor to include that distance, which is super helpful. So you emerge on the highway, there's like a Miata or something hanging out next to your trailer wheel, you're gonna know about that in the blind spot monitor. The other thing it does from a safety perspective is it saves the jackknife angle. So if you start to back yourself up into a jackknife situation, it's gonna flash a big red warning on the screen. And if you keep going at that angle, it'll actually apply the brakes for you before you hit your own trailer with your own truck, right?
That's awesome.
And we know the system works because somebody in Boise activated it. You can save up to 15 different profiles into the dash. A good example of that is if you have a boat, you're going to need two profiles, one with the boat loaded on the trailer, one with the boat off the trailer, because that's a different set of images for the truck to remember.
Gotcha.
Right?
Okay.
But you can swap between them on the fly, so as soon as you drop the boat in the lake, switch to your unloaded profile, and away you go with all your technology still intact. And you can rename the trailer profiles if you want as well. So now for the main event, which is our straight path assist. With your foot on the brake, go ahead and shift into reverse, and then press that little trailer icon button. Yep, that guy right there. It says, okay, you've got a trailer hooked up and you want some assistance with it. It's going to pull up the last profile that we had selected, which is our cargo trailer. We'll go ahead and just hit continue. It's going to say trailer detected, meaning it's plugged in, and the image on screen matches up with the one that you calibrated. The far right camera option on the touchscreen there has changed from the off-road cam to that little square icon, the straight path assist toggle. Go ahead and toggle that on the screen there.
Okay.
Yep, far right, yep. So you see the wheels start to move automatically, right?
Mm-hmm.
One thing I've noticed in towing my race car around, the most annoying part of my race weekends is just backing straight up into my pit stall on Friday afternoon. Any amount of steering angle in the truck and that trailer starts to move left and right, and you're constantly making little corrections on the wheel just to keep going backwards in a straight line, right? This removes that duty from the driver entirely. So with your hands totally off the wheel, go ahead and roll off the brake pedal nice and smooth. So this is just going to keep that trailer moving backwards in a totally straight line. So what's happening is several times per second, the cameras are noticing some deflection in that image that it has saved. And as soon as it notices that, it's going to make a correction on the wheel to keep that trailer moving straight. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead and bring it to a stop. One really important point about this system, you guys, the truck does not know what's behind your trailer, right? There's no cameras back there. There's no sensor back there. So you got to know if it's 40 feet to the barn, you got to be rolling on the brakes at 30 feet or else you're going to end up with the horses. So it'll take care of the steering for you, but you've got to work the brake pedal. And obviously try to stay aware of your surroundings as you do that. On the competitor trucks, they've got that dial on the dashboard that helps you steer the trailer. If you want to go to the right, you turn the dial to the right. If you want to go to the left, you turn the dial to the left. For our system, all you have to do is get the trailer pointed in the direction that you want it to go, let go of the wheel, and the truck is going to straighten itself out to keep the trailer moving in that direction.
So if you're backing up to like, put your boat in.
Let's say it's the boat launch, right?
You're
Let's say
kinda-
that's over to driver's left. So start to roll backwards nice and slow. We'll put in some right side angle to take us to driver's left towards the boat launch. We'll say, okay, now we're lined up with the launch so we can let go. And it's going to correct the truck to keep the trailer moving in that direction.
Gotcha. As long as you get the back of the trailer pointing in the right direction.
Exactly.
That's
This
pretty-
is literally as easy as trailer technology could possibly get for the driver, right? Just get it pointed towards where you want it to go and let go of the wheel. I mean, as long as you're facing the right direction, you can stick your 10-year-old son in the driver's seat and just say, all right, you're 10 feet, 5 feet, 3 feet,
Yeah.
stop right there.
Until like you go.
Does this seem like something that would translate to your customers?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool tech, right? It's kind of an ooh-ah moment to see the truck steering itself. And once you've seen the menus once or twice, it's really intuitive and easy to get back to. So overall, the system's super straightforward. Or straight back. Hey, you've been working on that since Albuquerque.
So can you demonstrate this without a trailer?
No, you do need to have a trailer to demonstrate this tech. So maybe just get like a $100 trailer off of Craigslist, a little lawnmower trailer or something to keep at the dealership so you can kind of show off that tech, or refer them to YouTube videos if you need to. But you do have to have the trailer hooked up. And this is the trailer technology package. It has to be paired with the camera package because the system works using the cameras.
Gotcha.
Right. Any other questions?
Nope.
It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Again, the idea behind it is is going to give some confidence to those people that don't tow very often, make them think, hey, I can do this too. And if you're like me and you tow every single weekend, it just makes everything easier, right?
Yep.
So it's super helpful in that regard. So the last thing you do is just pull up to that orange cone and use those cameras to judge your distance as you get close to it.
Okay.